Hello, 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 and welcome, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next. Ooh, Virgo boo-boo. For May to June 2020. I am your reader, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, and Leo sun sign, Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short. Look, I reversed everything for that one, including the intro. If you're new to my channel, please do like this vid, subscribe to my channel, help me get my numbers up. Absolutely hit the notification bell. I'm putting out content every single day. I just started doing daily reads first thing in the morning, waking up at 7 a.m. and doing the daily reads. Usually, you know, I time them so they come out later in the day, but just having fun with those, giving astrological reports, as well as doing live streams in the morning, the evening, sometimes both, sometimes only one. Even on days off, I'm doing that, prayer, meditation, topics and stuff, just to help us get through this. Got a lovely group of people, very supportive group of people that I am just adoring on my YouTube journey. We also have a Facebook group, the Mark Angelo Lyons Mel for short, private Facebook group. Nobody will know you're in it. And we're having a field day there, the memes that fly back and forth. And we can be, we can work a little blue there, if you know what I'm talking about. I can't do that on YouTube, so it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That being said, let's get down to business, shall we? This is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I'm keeping these readings deliberately shorter, so that people can check their other signs if they are aware of them. There are plenty of good websites that you can at least find your, everybody knows their sun sign, but at least find your moon sign if you know your date of birth. Your rising sign takes your time of birth for sure. And Venus usually you can find out too. Venus moves much slower than the moon, so you should be able to find out your Venus sign too on any decent free astrological website. And just upload times have been ridiculous because everybody's on the internet. So we're only doing a 5-card draw here, keeping it simple. Clues, tips, hints from my divine pantheon so that you can get an idea of what to cast for, to work on. This new moon in Gemini, which is Friday, May 22nd, to the full moon in Sagittarius, which is Friday, June 5th, right? So Friday to a Friday. I'm sure I will have these out in plenty of time to do so. So may they be a blessing on you. If you'll focus on your breath, right? Breathe, stay in the present moment, breathe along with me. You'll be able to feel what resonates, right? Leave what doesn't. As well as I will be able to stay so in the present moment that my collective pantheons can actually speak through me without it looking like channeling. Because that's what this is, folks. I just don't like the word channeling. It sounds like time sharing your body. Not my thing. I saw The Exorcist too young when I was a kid. Put me off that stuff big times. Translating that I can do, right? Letting them speak through me without taking over. I'm okay with that because I get to keep my sense of humor. Shall we? Nice deep breath. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. All the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. Go have a look-see-dooksy, as there's all sorts of other cool stuff on the way down. Isn't there always? Shall we? Nice deep breath again. I love you, my Virgo brothers and sisters. Here we go. My angels. One card in clarity for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need? I'll make it a we. This new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May, June 2020. What is the angel that we are healing with? Hence the Healing with the Angels Oracle for the new moon to full moon next May to June 2020. Thank God, harmony. The angel of harmony is great because it does talk about space. Now, 2 notes on a scale right next to each other. Come on, light, click off. There we go. It's blinding. It's blinding. I mean, I know we're supposed to see the light, but oi, gives me that white dot. Makes it hard to see. The angel of harmony gives us that space to allow things to be. We all need to take space for ourselves. And yes, if you are sequestered in your own domain by yourself, I get it. That can be crazy making. But think of the space that you're giving yourself to feel what you need to feel and heal what you need to heal, right? That what we're going through, it would only make sense that we would want more contact than we have. But if you are with people that you don't get along with. Make sure that you're taking space for yourself to decompress. To me, harmony, like I said, 2 notes on a scale are right next to each other. Dissonant. You need space, thirds, sixths. And I really didn't enjoy music theory very much. I can't play the piano. I have a beautiful singing voice, which if you check out some of my live streams, it happens spontaneously and people get a kick out of it. I was very well trained. But that I do know about harmony. It's 2 things that can vibrate together. So instead of doing this, eventually they do this, right? So to be in harmony, as well as any toning, chanting, singing, even anything to bring that vibrational quality of harmony, to be harmonized, getting your chakras in alignment, all that kind of stuff. That's the healing with the Angels Oracle. That means the angel of harmony is here to help you balance some stuff out and bring it into harmony. Let's ask the goddesses. Through the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, sorry, I snuggled a kitty cat on break, and so I have black cat hair on my face. It's a little tickly. Let's ask the goddesses what we need, shall we? Nice deep breath. I made the goddesses laugh. Please, my goddesses, 1 card in clarity. For us Virgo collectives, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, for this new moon in Gemini to this full moon in Sagittarius, May to June 2020. What do we need, right? We've got the Angel of Harmony. Give us a tarot, please. What is it that we need that harmony with, or some clue of what we need this full moon to new moon next? Lovely. Loyalty, 3 of Flames. Now, the 3 of Flames here really does put forth a loyalty structure for us. Yes, like light a candle in the window and wait loyally, but where does your ultimate loyalty lie? I will say this is what works for me. The divine first. My ultimate loyalty is to my gods, my angels, etc., my collective pantheons. Then me, my loyalty to myself. My self-love, my self-esteem, my self-respect, my boundaries, my honor code, right? Making sure I am intact. Then friends and family, of which honestly my family comes first right now because it's really my mom and my stepfather. Those are the only ones I'm really in contact with during all of this. And my boys, my kitty cats, they're not my pets, they're my sons. And then work, right? So really, I look at my day. It starts with prayer. I do my oil pulling, right? My coconut oil pulling. I floss my teeth. I brush my teeth. Have my coffee. Do my yoga, right? All that stuff. Check in quickly on Facebook, and then I start recording, or I do the readings, that I do in the morning. So that's my loyalty system. What is your loyalty system? Who are you loyalty to? Is there harmony in your loyalty system? In other words, is the loyalty that you are giving out being returned? What are you being loyal to? A lot of the ideals and ideas that we have been loyal to for centuries are dissolving faster than they can be replaced. So we might find ourselves being a little dissonant in terms of being loyal to things that are not being loyal to us. Sucks. But there you have it, right? It do happen. That's called the price of evolution, right? You gotta let go of the old. Like, are you loyal to your spiritual calling? Are you loyal to, just like Virgo principles, 6th house, health and occupation, right? Are your health and what you are occupied with giving you the loyalty that you are giving it? Because one would think if you're occupied with something, you're giving it a certain amount of loyalty. All sorts of interesting ways to interpret that. But let's keep going. We're going to ask the angels, the gods, and the goddesses oracle here for some guidance and grace. I find this deck to be very on the nose, or at least very direct. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. My angels, gods, and goddesses, please. 1 oracle card, an angel, a god, or a goddess for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need? I am a Virgo Sun. What do we need this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May, June 2020. Please, an angel, a god, or a goddess oracle, what do you got for us? What do we need? The god of indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance, like harmony, is healthy. Now for me, interesting, the god of indulgence is the god Dionysus, my natal patron, and sits in the throne of Virgo, only god that sits in the throne of Virgo. Eventually I will teach that stuff again. Finding your personal pantheons through the zodiac, right? Some of my gods share them, like in Libra, because it scales. We got Aphrodite and Eros, right? But Virgo is all Dionysus, and that has more to do with my personal chart, my natal chart. So a loyalty to self. Can you bring yourself into harmony with the god of indulgence to indulge a little bit? Now, I'll be honest with you, my recent indulgence has been DoorDash. I cook a lot for myself, but I haven't had Taco Bell in so long, so I had DoorDash bring like 2 days worth, well, 2 meals worth of Taco Bell. It was wonderful. But that's an indulgence. I can't eat that stuff every day and keep my beautiful boyish figure in the shape that it's in. I'm in pretty good shape for a 51-year-old. Yoga, water, don't have kids. It's my secret, right? God of indulgence, it's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence and balance is healthy. Not to mention, you know, Netflix put 2 seasons of Bleach, the Japanese animated series, right? It's like, I never got to see them. I only watched them on Netflix, and really, I got a binge coming. I do not consider what we do in the shadows to be an indulgence. That's a necessity. To each their own. Anyway, I love Nadia, and that doll, she's killing me. Living. All right, let's ask the higher selves of all involved, my own included, for a whisper of love. Because I'm digging this spread. I think this is not spread, this card draw. I think this is my favorite one so far. Of course it would be. I'm a Virgo. Breathe. Higher selves of all involved, my own included. Please, one card in clarity. What is our whisper of love from our higher selves for this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May, June 2020? Please, what you got for us, higher selves of all involved? Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Okay, I'm okay with that. Except the people that I love, I am doing that with, because all of them are online. If not, I call my mom every day. But my kitty cats, I know it says people. To me, cats are people. I have a story about that I'll tell sometime. From kindergarten. Remember it. They gave us pictures, and they said people, places, and things. And there was a picture of dogs and kitty cats. And I put them under people, and they said, no, they're things. I was like, no, you're wrong. And I got in trouble for it. Because they're wrong. Cats are people too. Yeah, demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And if you're indulging yourself as well, that's all in balance and in harmony, right? And of course that makes sense with loyalty to yourself and loyalty to others. I love this spread for us. But we're not done. We still have the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. Now, I'm not trying to jinx it, but there is like a handful of cards in this deck that I won't call them womp womp cards, like womp womp. But I will say they do portend a bit of a rough time. Rather, let's have the ones about happiness. Okay, we're doing really good. The cards about joy, because, you know, just let's. A lot of us are serving our brains out, our guts out, ruled by the intestines as we are. Nice deep breath. Let's ask the Ascended Masters. Be kind. Rewind. My Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity. For the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, please. What do we need? What is the healing mantra that we need? That if we start this on a new moon and we chant this sucker through to full moon, that it'll be the best healing thing that we can do in service to ourselves and in service to others, please. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May, June 2020? Oh, good. the breath one. Invoking self-realization. Invoking, hey, click off, light. Ooh, it won't do it. There we go. Invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. I have to click off that light, otherwise you can't see the writing on the card because it's light writing on pastel background. Beautiful design, but come on. I need to be able to see it on camera. Otherwise, why make the cards if you can't? Why say anything unless it's on camera? Comment in the description box, in the comment box, if you know what that's from. Why say anything unless it's being recorded? Invoking self-realization. Here we go. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. Now, I've been doing a lot of breath work since January. I highly recommend it. And there are some of my streams that you might want to check out about that too, as well as Wim Hof breathing, WIM space HOF. Check out the Wim Hof. I'm kicking a Wim Hof, baby. Self-realization is the spontaneous remembrance of your interconnection to all that is. You are willing to embrace your individuality as a unique expression of source in physical form. By aligning with breath, you see that while you appear to be a person, it is the universe that breathes everything into existence. So there's only one breath. I know that seems a little unsanitary in the times that we're in, but I think you get the power of that. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress, rock and roll, managing pain, absolutely, and relaxing the nervous system, which is how the ego begins to unwind and dissolve and be embraced and integrated back into the soul. Because according to Matt Kahn, and I love this about him, he says that the ego is the part of the soul that is the most dense and incubating, like an egg or a baby incubates and gestates and will eventually unravel its protections and be absorbed back into the soul, hence the ascension. I like that better than making the ego the enemy, because we had to do that for 1,002 years or so from where it got us. So what do we got here? We've got the angel of harmony with loyalty to oneself, to one's divine, to others, but you find your own way through that. And yet with the god of indulgence there, saying indulgence and balance can be a healthy thing, and I do say that that's true, but also demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the others in your life, demonstrate that love, as well as to yourself, as well as to that child of your heart. And while you are invoking self-realization, now self-realization is one of the steps in the yogic / Vedic process of awakening, right? Unity consciousness, God realization along the way. Before that comes self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake, how woke I already am. Which is why I do so much breathing. And do check out rebirthing, right? Check out the different breathing patterns and healing modalities of Breath My Virgos. What a thing to occupy yourself with, because you know what? Breathing is fundamental. Forget about reading. Breathing is fundamental, and you're going to do it anyway. So allow your breath to be the source of well-being as you breathe it in, all the blessings that you need, and breathe out all the blessings to the world that you need. As a matter of fact, may the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next, that they might find the loyalty and the harmony as they indulge themselves in balance and demonstrate love to themselves and to those they care about and have loyalty for, as they invoke their own self-realization, each breath confirming how awake we are for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment in the comment section below. I love you so much, my Virgo brothers and sisters. Virgo power. I know it's witch's honor, but, you know, they can't copyright that. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next, my darlings. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.